But now, guys, we are going into Fezma.
It's Fezma.
Can we just say this all started because of a fucking laugh?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It keeps spiraling. So after
laugh.
last week's show where we did the X-Files parody of Feaser and all this, here was Feaser's response, guys. We were totally felted. We had nothing. Let's listen to Feaser.
Hey, let me just...
Now listen to Feaser. That's
all right,
right,
guys.
Slow Cheetah. It was the laugh that felted the Feaser.
I did the worst thing ever.
They're doing it right now. There's absolutely no bombshell. There's no grand reveal.
Like,
yeah, of course there isn't. You
Teddy,
just are a seething bitch.
Teddy's so dumb. Like, he's going to say here, they said they were going to get people who are my friends and knew me in school on and my family on.
No, he didn't.
No, I did say that.
Oh, you did? Okay,
I said that that's who Deep Fees was. But it's obviously a joke. And we did. That's who Deep Fees was, Teddy. Teddy's like, the joke just flies over Teddy's head. Like, he's unable to comprehend humor.
They said that they were going to expose me, but they just made a parody. That's the fucking joke.
They're saying
but,
they're
better?
doing it right now.
Yeah, that should be better.
There's
I'll boost it if you need me
absolutely no bombshell. There's no grand reveal.
Yeah. No, there is a grand reveal.
The grand
it's that you're a
reveal
bitch.
is that you can't take a joke and you don't understand humor. Anyway, keep going.
They were hyping it all week. They were teasing, oh, we're gonna roll out the Feaser files. Oh, we're gonna have family members on. Oh, we're gonna have former mods on. Literally, none of that happened. They were lying.
Deep Fees was a former mod. He was a former mod. I mean, listen, and honestly, in a real sense as well, beyond just the joke of like the Feaser files, we do have the X mods. Like, they send in super chats. Frederick, Anton. Like, are you fucking Teddy?
And they're all
your
mods.
All your mods and donators are now giving us money and are our kick mods now, Teddy. Yeah. We took everything. We took it all. We took all the fucking ships, Mr. Feaser. Literally it all. It's gone. There's nothing but felt in front of you now, Teddy. It's the most literal feltoning I've ever seen. And it was so easy, Teddy. It was so easy for me to do this to you, Teddy. Do you know why? Because he can't even understand an X-Files parody.
Yeah.
He can't even understand that. He's so dumb.
The intro was literally a replica.
It all literally. Like, when I make a joke that he's being paid by George Soros without any evidence, of course it's a joke. It's a satire of when you say that we're under the control of Gabe Hoffman without any evidence, and that he made a documentary without any evidence. But Teddy's so unable to grasp humor and satire, even though he claims to be just like Mr. Medicare, the next Jim. He's so humorless. It's this easy, Ted, to just take everything from you, Ted.
And by the way, we didn't want to do this. We just punched back because you have been running your fucking mouth in people's DMs and about our show on your show. So we just punched back.
He's definitely not autistic, by the way,
with a little
guys.
joke. A little fucking joke.
And instead you're just watching VHS archives clips. So my response on Monday will be
what that was,
all,
by the way, Ted.
No response at all.
We had clips, Ted, and we went through and exposed why everything you said was wrong. So not only did we felt you with humor, which you can't grasp, but we also felted you with the facts and logic TM and the truth that you preach, that you're about truth and integrity, which we're going to learn this week he's not about at all.
Interesting thing that you brought up there.
But he also can't grasp truth or logic.
Ashton, very interesting thing you just brought up. You want to know why? Because he just talked about the X-Files parody. Everything after that, we went serious for the next 3 hours. 3 hours.
Which is way more than he deserved, but hopefully Feesmageddon really is the end. Teddy logs off, his mom makes him get a job, and we never hear from this idiot again.
Doug M for $50. Big support.
Whoa, buddy.
Why did he start this war if he can't take the bans?
And we got Frederick 1483. Teddy's old mod for $50.
Whoa! That's Doug M and Frederick, both for $50.
Coming together there. That's more than Teddy made all week.
There you go. Yes.
That's more than Ted made all week.
Yeah, Frederick, he says no.
No message. He doesn't even want us to read anything. He's just wants
like,
to dab
here's the money.
Ted.
But to answer Doug M there, why did he start this war? Look, he bashed us, I think it was 4 times, and then sent 3 different A-logs shit to make them turn on us. We were nice. We were fucking super goddamn nice.
Well, listen,
Like,
all Teddy
seriously.
had to do was just ignore the Imagine song being played. If he was that seething about, even after his response and stuff, if he just took like a week off, which is what he's allegedly doing now, if he just did that last week, he would be fine now. And in fact, his donators and mods would have stuck with him because that's what they advised him to do. Instead, he told them all to f*** off and
Banned them all.
them, doxed them. Like, everything he did this week was insane. He doxed all his mods, all of his former donators, leaked all the DMs, and then joined Power Chat
Which
when
is the
Dono
most...
Chat was available. When Andrew was offering him Dono Chat many times in the past, he turned it down every time. Instead, he's elected to give Nick Fuentes and Baked Alaska money. And it's not like this is like back at Power Chat, nobody knew exact. No, now we all know Nick Fuentes gets a cut.
Exposed
Baked gets
it.
a cut. He was the one exposing all this shit.
Yeah.
You know? So, Feaser, what are you doing, bro? We're going to get into that, but we
There's a
got
lot,
to
there's a lot.
start playing these
Yeah,
clips.
yeah.
Respond to.
Hit like, everyone.
and then
Let's
I'm
fucking
going
go.
to do what I said I was going to do
Oh,
originally.
it's
which is
Feesrick 1483.
Oh, shit.
Feesrick 1483.
move on
Thank you,
to other
Feesrick.
things. So as far as I'm concerned, it is an absolute total RPG victory.
What? Wait, what?
No, I told you, Andy. We just laughed so hard. I told you. After the show, he declared total victory.
What?
When he had actually
I thought you were joking.
completely felt it.
I thought you were joking.
No.
What the f? A total victory? 3 hours of us going, here's where you're wrong. Here's where you're seething. Here's where you're balding. Here's
Well,
where
he's
you're
the
stupid.
joke of the sector. Like, I don't know what to say.
Get the f out of the sector,
The
bud.
guy
You're
could
done.
get fucking, like, knocked out in the middle of the ring in less than 20 seconds, and he'd still call it a win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's like
He could
me
get-
being
he
like,
could get
I
f***ed
Salt
up the
Poppy.
ass by 5 black bulls.
That's like me being like, oh, I won. I beat Salt Poppy mentally. You'd be like, whoa, buddy.
We're
Or, like,
all feased.
We have a great f***ing clip with Jaden and f***ing Big Tech. Well, Jaden watching Big Tech. And it's so f***ing... guys, we'll get there.
By the way,
We'll get
Mr. ROC for $10
Let's
saying
go.
nobody knew or cared about this fucking moron 2 weeks ago, but he just kept digging his own grave, and now he's the lol cow of the week. Talk about a cautionary tale. But Mr. ROC, how could this happen? How could it have happened? He studied how to not be a lol cow
Oh, my God.
on
Yeah,
Kiwi
that, right?
Farms. He listened to Dr. Josh Moon's lecture on how not to be a lol cow. Somehow he turned out to be a lol cow. I don't know.
And feeling pretty good right now.
Feels. Look at his
Feeling
face.
pretty good.
Does
you
does
feel
that look
good?
at the face of a man who's feeling good right
I
now?
feel great.
Or does it look like a man who's about to cry? Like, look at him.
Bro,
He
that's...
looks so defeated as he declares victory.
And one of his eyes is like bigger than the other now somehow. He's like disfigured like
It's
Ralph.
just like
Like, what the f?
he
He's like
didn't
an
even
anime
have to
eye.
go to Portugal to get disfigured. He just banged his head against the wall trying to figure out how to felt us, and he swelled up his eyes like a fucking Quasimodo creature now.
Feel like I
Holy.
totally dominated these people.
You dominated. him.
Dominated.
What domination is, Ted, is us having more paid subscribers very soon than you have followers on Kick, Ted. Us in 2 days surpassing the entirety
On our
of
secondary
everything
channel.
monetarily and viewer-wise that you've ever achieved on Kick, Ted. When it was your platform for like a month now.
Yeah, we had 1,200 viewers on the last show on YouTube. Then we had like a few hundred on Odyssey, a few hundred over on Rumble. And then he goes, look, they're losing their viewers. I'm like, it's the exact same. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, they're in the gutter. If we're in the gutter, where are you?
We're finished.
Like, what do you mean?
Like what? Like Ted's never even like if
Delusional.
we're has-beens, Ted, you were and never was.
All right, guys, let's keep going.
And they don't got shit on me. Except for what? They're going to say my name a couple times? Okay, have fun
But
with that.
that's the joke, Ted.
That's
like
the joke.
nobody
Look at me.
actually wants to cause you harm. Like Teddy is now saying that we have sent assassins. This is where the story's
Oh
going
my
to get
God.
to. Assassins to his house. That we sent people with guns to threaten him, and there are like actually Jews gang stalking him, and he's using the term gang stalking in his videos, and he's saying, "Do I deserve to die?" And it's like, Ted,
Are you?
nobody wants you to die. Nobody wants IRL shit. It's spurgy. We're
We
all
called out
clowns on the
IRL
internet.
shit. We called out the COG shit. We called out the
When
guy who broke
the
into
guy
Ralph's
who went
house.
to Ralph's cabin and broke into it, or his swampland
we
or
always,
whatever.
We always said, don't fucking do
Don't
that.
do like it is. But whatever. Teddy's like living
now. Like, that's
in a
delusional.
fantasy fucking world where there are Jewish assassins out to get him, and I feel bad for him. But that's where he's at in his mind. That's where we're gonna get to. He's so mind broken by a Feaser Files parody, and people making puns on his name, and people criticizing his bad decisions, that he is actually like joined Nick Fuentes, licking Fuentes' boots, and is now in a mindset schizophrenically where he believes there are gang stalkers that are digitally stalking him. Like, it's crazy. But look at his face. Again, it's not the face of a man who has total victory.
That's
look
the face. That's the face I have when I failed my speed run when I was at the end. You know, that's the face I have when I burned my pizza.
Let's do the next one.
Have fun with that.
He's
Real name.
decimated. Okay, so now we get
Face
into
of
the
winning.
saga, right? Where, so there's Anton. Now, Anton is a Twitter user and a former RPG mod and donator,
He's
right?
the raccoon picture.
Okay, Teddy has developed like the most unhealthy obsession with Anton. Like, it is crazy how much he's crying about Anton. It never fucking ends. And like, we're going to show you guys like a minute here, a minute there. But this goes on for hours. Like, it's 8 to 10 hours a day of unhinged crying, of which an hour at least a day, or 2 hours, is dedicated to crying about Anton. The raccoon man. The raccoon on Twitter.
I like Anton. He was in our chat on Kick, and he's probably hanging out here right now. Like, Anton's cool, but imagine crying for 4 hours about your mod. Watch this, folks. You won't believe it.
Let's take a look at
This is literally 1%, maybe even less, 0.16% of the Anton coverage.
Anton's timeline. An hour ago. Total A-log victory. I mean,
look
come
at
on,
Ted.
man.
Look at the color. Come on, man.
Come on.
Like, it's Jeb Bush tier.
He hits the bruh.
Like, he talks about how he's Trump, but like, I said this to Andy. We were sitting out back having a smoke or whatever, and I said this to Andy. I said, RPG talks a lot about how he's Donald Trump, but he seems to not understand how Trump actually wins. Does he think Trump wins by telling the truth and by like honest integrity and being a upstanding, or does Trump win by being funny, by being charismatic, by dabbing on his enemy? What does he think?
Yeah.
He's just delusional. He's more like Jeb. He's like, come on, guys. I'm the compassionate conservative. I'm the serious choice. I'm sure, Ted. Everybody wants the really serious choice.
Bro, it's the fucking meme where it's RPG's hat on COG, and it goes, that's not factually accurate. It's like,
excuse me, sir.
Really? Me? Clearly me in the backyard with a red hat that says sports on it, receiving a manila envelope, wasn't factually accurate? Dude! No shit, Sherlock. You figured it out. You're a real ace attorney. Fucking dummy.
A-log victory. I mean,
hit like for total A-log victory. Yeah. Look at the cope. Look at the cope smile. Look at him look down. He knows he's lying. He knows he's full of shit. He knows he's been felted. That is a felted face.
Yes.
That's a felted cope face. It's where you lose at poker and you just pretend to be it's okay. You know, like, come on, Ted.
Yeah, that's stuff. Oh, and by the way, look at Anton the King Bear. He goes logging off for a bit, gone fishing, puts the poster there. He went fishing, right? It's like, look, you've been seething for 9 hours. By the way, making about $34, maybe, in 9 hours.
And the thing is, too, right? When Teddy got locked out of his Twitter account, he immediately went on an alt and kept tweeting for 12 hours. This guy tweets for 12 to 20 hours straight without sleeping, just railing Adderall. And it's like, when I got locked out of Twitter, you know, I like went to a movie, I went outside, I did some gambling. Like, I don't know, watch the sports game. Like Ted's like, oh, I gotta be on Twitter. I gotta be on the internet. Like Ted, maybe you should like unplug, go outside, do something. But he's like, that's not good faith advice. That's not good faith advice. I shouldn't touch grass. That's not good faith. Like, calm the down, you spur.
Yeah, he's a little unhinged there, Andy.
Holy.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
No.
Like, you know you're winning when you say, come on, man.
Come on.
Come on. Please clap.
And he means, when he says A-log, he means gay log. So it's like, you know, here.
RPG, you were an A-log for years.
RPG.
And now we all hate
you. You're the gayest of all the A-logs.
You're the gayest of the gay
In fact,
logs.
RPG, it's you who's the gay log, buddy.
He is, and woe is me, and I'm the victim somehow, even though I snaked you, and the whole timeline, it's all bullshit.
You're a snake, you bitch.
It's clear who his new friends are.
Look at the deadness in his eyes. Look at how sad and
who
sorrowful
his new friends are.
Like Ted.
Like his new friends. Like we're all having champagne in the back room.
You know,
like
Anton into
Anton,
this room. We're
Kino
playing
Shade.
cards. We're all smoking cigars
We're
together.
masturbating.
Yes, how do we screw Teddy today?
Yeah.
Gabe on the council of A-logs. Gabe, will you take his bank account next? Yes, I will take his bank account. I will send the assassins to his house.
But we're friendly with Anton.
Ultimate power.
It's
like, what do you think this is?
Look, we're friendly with the A-logs. I DM with them. We make jokes and stuff, and we have good times. It's like, bro, it's like, oh, he's not my
Buddy,
friend
there are
anymore.
no friends here. Everybody's a fucking dirty snake Judas.
Everyone. By the way, so Anton, if you're in chat there, I'm sure you are. So Anton, you were his friend. So you were modding for him, watching his show, maybe enjoying the content, right? But in his mind, you weren't just a mod. You were his BFF. You were his butt buddy. Are we joking here? Does anyone have a real fucking life? All right, there you go.
Oh.
You do, Anton. You went fishing with your friends, probably.
I think he deleted the tweets slandering me. I was going to pull those up. He actually did delete those. Those completely fabricated lies. Okay, so I mean, to his credit.
I mean, but you actually slander
imagine
people
having
all the
bees.
time, RPG.
Imagine having bees on your show.
Jam!
Bees?
That's, I think he thinks he's felting us with these bees. Like, is that his master plan?
I don't know.
That if he has a graphic of bees, he's going to win? I don't know, guys. Like, what is this?
Can someone tell me what the bees are?
I mean, to his credit, he actually did delete the series of tweets that he made about me.
If I had bees on my face right now, I'd hit stop stream. Guys, I can't do the bees.
Okay, because, all right, well, hey, credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. He actually
so defeated.
deleted those tweets. So
his eyes are dead. His posture's f***ed up. I mean, he's trying to pretend like he's like invincible and none of it's getting to him, but it clearly is getting to him.
By the way, 95% of his streams now are bitching about everyone. Porcelain, us,
Oh, yeah.
Right? And the other 5%, Ashton, is him playing Doom 2016 and dying over and over. Remember, Ashton?
Yeah.
We watched it. And we're like, this is like the third death in 8 minutes. I can't watch this. Okay? Now he's playing some other game. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Snake. And he can't take it back. He is a snake.
RPG, you are a
You're
snake.
the biggest snake in
Anton Conda? Does that work?
The Anton Conda.
These fucking names that people make. It's
This
so
Donald
gay.
Trump, he is not. Like, come on,
Anton
RPG.
Conda?
The Anton Conda.
That makes Anton seem cooler, by the way.
RPG has spent this whole week leaking DMs. The ultimate snake behavior, literally leaking DMs, turning his back on every principle he ever believed in, saying that he lied for years about Power Chat, and is now joining Power Chat because he had to smear it to, it's crazy. But he's not the snake and Anton is. Maybe it's that Anton sees that you changed and doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But no, it's the whole world that's changed. RPG is the same guy,
It's
the
like
same
us-
truth teller, standing up for what's right.
It's like if we were all like, we're now on Cozy. And then anyone who's mad at us, we're like, you're snaking us.
You're the one who changed. Like,
What the f***? Are you stupid? Oh, Anton goes, for $5, thank you so much. He goes, no, I meant A-Log dumbass. Total A-Log victory.
And-
Thanks, guys, for the support.
The Sonic Waifu Wars begun they have.
Look, just look at this last 5 seconds, Ashton.
Does that work? Anton Conda?
He's so proud of him.
No, this is like,
Buddy,
look
this is a
at this
broken
pause.
man.
He's been feased with his pause. All right. Let's do the next clip, guys.
You're gonna send the Amy fans to the Felt camps. And the Felt mines.
Clout does things to people.
RPG.
By the way, still on Anton.
RPG, you do not have the power of self-reflection. Like, just think about like who you've become to try and like remain a streamer in your mother's basement. Like, what has Feaser become? Nick's little slave. Every buck he makes, 30 cents goes to Nick. Like, what are you doing, bro?
You have lost it all.
No donos or mods. No viewers watching.
Look at this, by the way. Zorkoth, who used to be,
Hate
I believe, right? He was an
now.
RPG mod, Zorkoth?
Yeah, Zorkoth.
Zorkoth says for $10. Dude, RPG, listen very carefully. All you have to do is admit that you f***ed up and spurged out, and all this shit will stop. Not true, Zorkoth.
No, he's gone
got-
too far now. I mean, what he
No,
has to do
it's
now,
over.
he has to just take a break. But as we said,
No. He's got to take off the hat.
what we said was we would all forgive you, Teddy. Jaden agreed to this. The Council of Gay Logs, Gabe Hoffman at the head of the table. He was in here
Gino
just this week.
Shea, Zanny Berry.
They were all around the table. We were smoking cigars, and Gabe's like, ha ha ha, boys. Wouldn't it be funny if we got him to take off his hat
Yep.
and say he was a bald-headed bitch? And we all laughed. We're like, ha ha, Gabe,
Yep.
you're our favorite Jewish paymaster. And then what we were like is, okay, we'll all forgive him if he does it, and we'll let him sit at the table with us and be cool. And, you know, that's how it's going. If he just removes his hat, shows his chrome dome, and says he's a bald little bitch, we'll all forgive him, and Anton and everybody will donate to him again. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Otherwise, f*** off, Feaser.
And Zorkoth finishes that with, we all love Daddy Jim, R.I.P., bruh. Yet he can also be criticized. I'm drunk. Zorkoth is drunk. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for Zorkoth being drunk. Let's keep watching.
Well, I don't know how much clout Anton has, but I guess he thinks he's got a lot.
Anton has more clout than you. Now, for real. His tweets do more hits than you ever will.
He was a rising star. He was.
Oh, my God.
Now,
Okay, I'm going to cringe to that. I'm going to
He's
die
He's a
cringing.
Twitter account and a mod, bro.
He's a fucking A-log joker. That's all we are. We're all jokers. I'm a joker. I'm an A-log.
oh, he's gonna just be like. The thing is, he's gonna be like an irrelevant loser, like the rest of these guys that like never breaks. You know, like
RPG,
he'll
you are an irrelevant. Oh my God.
Oh my
man.
God.
The lack of self-awareness is fucking startling, Andy.
Oh my God.
Holy
He
shit.
says with 40 viewers. He says with 91 subs. The fucking miraculous 91 that stayed around for $5.
he'll peak at 2,000
So
followers.
yeah, by the way, if you watch Kick tonight and you gift subs to us, you will expose who's watching us at that time.
like VHS, like he'll just be like this permanent 2,000 viewer account. Excuse me, 2,000 follower account. That's like just, yeah, like that's your ceiling.
I'm sure Anton loses sleep over the
Oh, but RPG, you are a 2,000 replay viewer.
maybe
at
now.
best.
Maybe.
I mean, he deleted all of his videos. He deleted every video on his channel, so I
Minus, by the way, every
66,000 views was all of his videos.
every video he's ever done was
Oh,
60,000
man.
views. Our last week's show,
It was almost
30,
30,000.
30,000.
It's like 29,000.
but we're in the
something.
gutter, Ashton.
We're finished.
Please.
That's your ceiling when you're a-logging Beansoy anonymously.
Okay. Oh my goodness, he's so sad.
Anonymously, you were crying about your fucking name. Like, what, do A-logs now have to show I hate that shit. Show your face, or else it doesn't matter what
You
you
vile
say.
coward. Get him, Jordan Peterson.
That wouldn't have happened.
Look at this invisible bottle.
True,
What a
he was
loser.
seething so hard, he got banned twice. Oh, no. Actually, he couldn't be seething because only one person on Earth is capable of that, and that's me.
Yes.
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 It's just you.
Yeah, that
you
is-
are
oh, I didn't
seething
show-
alone. Everyone
sorry.
else laughs at you.
Let me show you guys.
He's
This
having
all-
to get drunk.
Look at this. He has the
alone in his
invisible bottle. He tries to act
basement.
cool. Like, look, guys, the
True.
green screen. You don't. Yeah, I know. I wasn't showing that scene. Sorry, guys. But look at this.
True, he was seething so hard, he got banned twice. Oh, no. Actually, he couldn't be seething because only one person on Earth is capable of that, and that's me.
Is it a seed when we're just making fun of you, going ha ha?
I don't.
I guess. I guess we're seething hard. Everyone's seething.
He just keeps going about Anton.
Yeah, no. Shaggy currently has like 1,000 posts doxing me and slandering me, and yeah,
And
lots
you
of
joined with that.
lots
And
of
now you're.
made up
Look at
bullshit.
that, Ashton.
Why is there?
There's a floating cat with his mouth open.
But
Look at this.
why?
Made up bullshit.
Internet memes.
So
What is going on with that
not gonna
cat?
pretend that we are friends all of a sudden, but like I said, enemy you know, better than the one you don't. And Anton was the one I did.
Okay, so you're telling me the guy that doxed 1,000 posts about you is a better friend than Anton, who's like, buddy, chill.
Anton's still trying to help you. Like, I don't know what to. It's like if you see your friend start shooting heroin. Like, can you really support that? You have to tell him, like, bro, you got to go rehab. And this guy is like, no, I won't. So then he sides with his heroin dealer and thinks his heroin dealer is a better friend than Anton, who's telling him to stop shooting heroin. Like, this is RPG's logic. It's
That's actually
insane.
a great metaphor there.
Didn't know. So
All right. The enemy, you know. Yeah, everyone. Gabe Hoffman! Welcome, boss, for $20. The king. He says, Teddy Feaser snaked Oxmere for telling the truth about the documentary he worked on. Yeah, didn't he dox him? Yeah.
Yeah,
Feaser
no,
worked
he
with
gave his
Fuentes.
docs to fucking Fuentes, who broadcasted on Telegram. We're going to get into it on the show.
Feaser worked with Fuentes and Groypers to dox Oxmere. We posted the docs and played Fuentes' docs on his show with a massive smile. Hashtag justice for Oxmere.
And
By
what's
the way,
crazy about that whole thing is it's exactly how Fuentes did it to Feaser. Ralph and SO Shaggy got the docs, fed it to Fuentes, who broadcasted on Telegram. Teddy did the same thing to Oxmere. What a fucking lowlife.
And all Oxmere did was go, no, I was working on that fucking doc and he wasn't
And Gabe
there.
had nothing
That's
to do
it?
with it. Why does Gabe have to have something to do with the documentary? Isn't it just enough for like him to be Jewish to hate him for you? Or no? I guess not.
Yeah, you have to make up fucking lies about the boss man. Money, 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 money. That song is just always in my head now. It's always just stuck in my head thanks to you, dude. After you
Yeah.
showed me the videos of fucking... All right, there you go.
eye-opening, to say the least.
Are the
So,
videos on
you know-
screen?
I said there was one I didn't show for 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I literally said it. That's why I was like, and then I replayed it. Okay? I am showing all the videos except for one for 5 seconds. We're good. Holy shit, guys.
Yeah, so the power is in your hands. If you want to defuse this situation, if you want to de-escalate, then you must stop immediately. Okay, this is a
Why? What?
A cease and desist.
You doxed
Here's
Ultros.
the thing. Unlike your cease and desist, Ted, unlike your cease and desist, Gabe Hoffman sent you a real cease and desist for slander, for lying and saying he worked on a documentary he never worked on.
Not for jokes.
Which he might actually be able to claim damages on, since it hurts his reputation in film and documentaries which he makes. I don't know. I don't know, Ted. But to be honest with you, I don't think you have the money to pay the legal fees to deal with Gabe. And that's why you've shut the fuck up about Gabe. Now, if you have actual proof Gabe worked on the documentary,
Show it.
go ahead, show it. But the truth is you have fuck all, and so you've had to cease and desist talking about Gabe. Now, listen, Ted, nobody has to cease and desist about making fun of you, because everything we're saying is true.
Yeah, it's true.
And
secondly, there's something called parody and satire. So if we were to actually make the X-Files like thing, a actual real documentary style with no humor in it. It was like very like trying to be as real as possible. Then you could cease and desist us. But jokes cannot be cease and desist because they're parody. They fall under satire laws. Okay? Parody laws. Like, but you were saying, Gabe, no, this is the truth. This is the truth. The truth. Well, is it?
Desist order that I'm giving you.
For
and
what?
Is he going to do it? I know he's not.
Oh, you're a f***ing loser. Send me a cease and desist for calling you a loser.
I know he's not.
There's no hots
Now,
in court, Teddy.
You know, some people, they ask me, why am I so generous? Why am I so charitable? And my response to that is,
You're so generous, Ted.
I want unequivocal justification before
Are you well?
going nuclear.
Like, are
okay?
you?
Like,
No,
I don't want
Ted,
there to.
What you did was you went nuclear immediately. You went nuclear over like somebody making puns about your name. You went ape shit. You lost your mind completely. That's what you've done.
Like, absolutely fucking unhinged.
To be any question after the fact why I did what I did. And as a recent example, when it comes to Pissolin,
well, what I realized about Feaser is he's actually the one that spread the conspiracy that he's bald, because what's underneath his hat is actually a yarmulke, and he's been a self-hating Jew all along.
was unequivocal. Now, of course, there are obviously people out there who they have their disagreements, but I have no consideration or concern for what those people think, because I know I can tell myself that
You
what
can
I
tell
did was
yourself anything.
Yeah.
Tell yourself it's okay.
That you're the winner.
I
Total.
mean, you're the winner, Ted, in your own mind, I guess.
If you won, if this was a total, like, you know, gay log death and total RPG victory, why are you still crying about Ultras?
I know I can tell myself that what I did was unequivocally justified, requires no explanation.
You know you're an internet fucking guy? You're an internet guy.
Why do you need that's justification? It's so serious. He's so self-serious and so self-important.
Oh my god.
Brother, you run a stream with about 50 people that watch. You make $30 a day. You're not changing the world. You're not changing minds. Like, what are you doing, man? Why are you like this?
You don't make anyone laugh.
It's mental
Like, has anyone
illness.
laughed besides the best day ever? That was funny because it wasn't even him. It was us.
It requires no apologies. I did. Pissolin got exactly what Pissolin deserved.
Yeah.
By the way,
opening,
look at this last
He
part.
got a
Pissolin
huge
got
W. I
exactly
agree.
what Pissolin.
He got what he
this.
deserved, a massive dub. Is that Kirby?
Yeah, like, why is Kirby on-
Feaser, right back at you.
What the is happening there? What the dude? Why is Kirby on your screen? Is there like a fucking mode he has on that like gay shit appears on his screen?
Hey guys,
every
let's
now and
smash that like button. Let's get it over 400 right now.
Let's go.
Only 13 more likes to 400.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
get it right there.
then? Yeah, and follow Kick immediately. We're doing the show right after. All right, here we go.
You notice that too? Like, everybody else is allowed to spurg. And I really, what does it even mean? It's like, oh, you got emotional? Yeah, I'm a person. Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
person. That gets, like, I think it's one thing if you're.
I mean, imagine being such a spurg, you don't even know what a spurg is. Like, Teddy, like, do you would prefer if I call you a sped? Speds and spegs like, okay, Teddy.
constantly getting emotional, then I think that's a problem, obviously.
Like, I need to
But
define.
it's
But
like-
it's been a week of
Like,
emotions.
what even is a spurg? Can you define what even is white? Like, Teddy, just calm down,
By the
man.
way, why are you playing fucking sorry,
Can you
Doom
define
2016?
spurg for me?
Is this
like,
Doom?
it's a
even
colloquial
know.
term,
I
Ted.
think
Like,
it is.
man,
Constantly getting emotional, then I think that's a problem, obviously.
Why are you playing the
Well,
oldest
why
it's
are
like-
you
game in the
so
world?
emotionally invested in this, Ted?
If
Why
I
does it
do
really matter?
7-hour stream and at one point,
By
during
the
my
way, that's probably why he's like losing all the time in Doom, is because he's constantly just bitching about us and pistoling.
7-hour stream, things get emotional.
Just
like,
enjoy
that
your
means
video
that
game,
what I
Ted.
have
Yeah, just play the
like a
game.
mental condition.
Like ask Ashton.
You do have a mental condition. It's pretty obvious, man.
When I'm playing FF16, am I enjoying it?
Yeah,
I'm like going,
you're
yeah,
coming
this.
in your pants.
Yeah, when I saw Odin and Bahamut fight. I came.
I think I will do Eternal, yeah.
All right, we're moving.
Oh, wow. You will do Eternal? Oh, I'm not a big Doom Eternal fan. 2016 was okay.
Hey, well, now I don't owe you for anything.
Okay.
And if it makes you mad, good. Be mad. You're already mad anyway.
You're mad.
You're
you
mad.
sound
Get
so
madder.
mad.
What difference does it make? You went from mad to madder? I can't win you I can't win you people over. I tried.
Did you? Because
What did
from
you
what
do?
I remember, you
What
went
did
nuclear
you do?
instantly. What did you do?
Oh man.
We want 50% of all your super chats from now on.
By the way, we got Jim's gay cancer AIDS for 5. We're like mafia bosses now. It should be a shame, Mr. Feaser, if something happened to you. It'd be a shame if Gabe Hoffman felt at you. I think we're gonna need half of your money from now on, Mr. Feaser. And take off your hat. Let's see what's underneath there.
Tried multiple times, and when I tried
It
to
really
win
is.
people
I like
over,
it.
what did you do? You threw it back in my face, and you said, you wanted to clown on me. So.
Oh no. Oh no, people wanted to clown
You know what I'm
on
saying?
you
It's
on
like-
the internet. No.
Can't say I didn't try.
No, dude.
How many
your
times
reaction.
a week do we get clowned?
Yeah, we get
Every
today.
day.
I had 7 fucking people on Twitter like,
Oh,
it's the thing we're in. We're internet people. By the way, every streamer in the world. You could be the most wholesome. You could be Ryan's
Mr.
toy
Beast
reviews.
literally gives all his money to charity.
What a piece of fucking
Heals
shit.
the blind.
He's
and they're
ruining the world.
This is capitalist oppression. Da 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 da.
He gets spit on.
Yeah,
Mr.
even
Be-
he gets shit on.
Everyone
shit
gets
on.
pissed on. And not not literally like Hunter's wife with the 5 M's.
Oh, Hunter was
Oh,
right.
the Ash
Tried.
I love Ace Attorney 2.
And what am I to do? What am I to do when I try
you,
to
go-
de-escalate? When I try to.
You
Where
haven't
was the
tried to
de-escalate?
Listen, if Ted had just DM'd me like he has the other times when we've had a disagreement and said guys, please, can you not just f me like this? I would be okay, Ted. I won't.
Say, I was
make-
offended by the joke.
Okay,
I'm like, all right,
fine,
man.
Ted.
We were
we'll
just around.
But you didn't fucking do that. You unfollowed. You started seething on Telegram. We saw all this shit. And then we're like, okay, fine. You can't handle a joke. Let's see if you can handle what everybody's been doing to you for months already. If we just say your name and make some puns and some jokes. He couldn't fucking handle that. He went fucking nuclear. At that point, he could have also reached out to me because I didn't block him. My DMs were open. He could have come to me and de-escalated it the whole time. But instead, he decided to litigate it in the public arena, trying to say that we're Jewish puppets, and wonders why things ended up the way they did.
Wait, so you're telling me when you're calling someone Jewish puppets, that's not de-escalation?
I don't know.
Turn down the temperature.
It was just to
And,
make Andy say "der" 20 times.
You wrestled around the restaurant with Grimace?
Oh,
Don't put this on me.
any day
don't
now.
put this
the
on
Deco
me.
Snake, the new slot machine. Any day now.
And what am I to do? What am I to do when I try to de-escalate? When I try to turn down the temperature, and I'm left with no choice.
So,
No
listen,
choice. You always have a choice, Ted.
Look at this cope sip at the end. Watch.
The cope sip. Cope sip.
Where
Well,
was
now
it?
I don't owe you.
If you were de-escalating, I don't know where. Where? Evidence, please.
I am now using Power Chat. Okay, I'm using.
Wow.
Here we go.
After a year and a half. Okay, I'll be fair. A year and a half. Oh, they collect information for the feds. Nick is paid. And now he's gonna try to convince.
This is crazy. I said this is like the biggest brain move Teddy's ever made. Because the only thing Ted had was to try and say, I have the moral high ground, the intellectual high ground. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a truth teller. The Kino Casino is bad faith. And here he's going to surrender all of that on a silver platter so he can make money for Nick Fuentes shaking his ass on live stream.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
we
galaxy
lied.
brained move from Teddy. He's going to admit to being a liar. Let's just play this.
Yeah.
Just play it.
And remember, we lied because of the X-Files parody comedy sketch.
Yes, Davey C. I have proof Jim has passed. Brian Dunn has testified that he has passed, and Brian is Jim's closest friend and confidant, in the words of Brian. So
we'll go on this next segment.
PowerChat.live. Like I said, this may come as a major shock to some of you guys. But
Really?
I am here to assure you that it's actually not that big of a deal. Many of the rumors
not a big
that you've
deal
heard
at
about
all.
This is like a sleazy car salesman. Listen, I know the engine's rattling, but I'm here to tell you.
It's not even starting, but listen, she's a gem. She's a beauty. Just run by a grandma once a week on Sundays, please.
Chat are exactly that. They are rumors, and I am guilty as of pushing those rumors. And the reason why I was pushing those rumors is because I was being a spiteful prick, and because I was A-logging Nick and America First for the longest time. So I knowingly pushed those rumors, and this does create a bit of a ironic situation.
Isn't it ironic,
Ted?
Don't you think? It's like Teddy, like about power chat. What a fucking moron! Holy
Zelkova for $25.
Let's go!
Saying I was Feaser's mod, even though I never asked for that. Refused to join his gay Telegram chat. I only donated him scraps from my table. I'm just a live stream viewer with no social media presence and left him alone. Then Zelkova for another $25
Let's
says,
go.
Teddy got my Twitter I use for logins and to keep up with IRL friends suspended because I DM'd him to stop being a F-slur. He banned me in all his chats because I gift subs to Jaden. Manually, I left him alone and never spammed his chat. Zelkova, there are many such cases of Feaser feasing out and feasering his closest, support. You aren't even that close of a supporter to, just giving him scraps from the table, just little crumbs. Here you go, little Teddy. Here's some crumbs for clipping for Jaden and Kino Casino. And, he is a total spurg and goes after you like that. Many such cases. I hope everything's okay, Zelkova. All right, let's
because
go.
now I'm using Power Chat after having spread these myths and rumors. So very, very briefly, just to kind of clarify what these rumors are and what the truth actually is. Power Chat is not owned by Nick. It's not owned by Nick at all, Nick being Nick Fuentes. He has no ownership.
It is.
But it
is.
It literally is, bro.
It literally is.
I mean, Nick has said his show that he needs to start to take a cut from it, and that's why the Power Chat fees are going up.
The owner is a guy who developed it, but he's partners with Nick.
I don't know
Get
what
it?
to say.
Why do you think everyone on Cozy uses Power Chat? Is it for a surprise reason? No.
In Power Chat at all, and anybody who says anything to the contrary is lying to you.
Right.
This is a rumor that was actually started by the Kino Casino. They also claim that he gets a cut.
What the f*** are you talking about?
We started it, right?
We started
RPG?
it?
Yeah.
Are you f***ing stupid?
Just shut up, RPG.
When we found out that Nick was running it from Baked, we were like, f*** this. We pulled the plug on the day.
Yeah, and he criticized us for using it. Come on, man. Just shut the f*** up, Teddy. You're such a lying sack of shit.
You f***ing piece of shit.
Of every super chat. This is also fiction. He does not get a cut at all because he's not an owner at all. Where the rumor comes from is that Lols, I believe, used to be a majority stakeholder.
How are you so stupid?
He's not stupid. He's lying.
He knows no lore. It was called the Lols.tips. Do you not watch anything?
I mean, Lols has said Nick gets a cut and Bake gets a cut. That's why we stopped using it. You fucking moron.
In Power Chat, that is no longer the case, actually. So I do believe he still does own a stake in this. I think he does.
So you
but,
don't even know.
He is,
you don't even know.
So you don't know who runs it or who does. It's obviously there's something f***ed up there, bro. Come on. And what we're going to show you guys in a second here, VHS Archive put together something incredible, just exposing in real time with edits just how bullshit what RPG is saying is.
Beautiful. Thanks, VHS.
not in control of the service. He is not a majority stakeholder. And, you know, I mean, some people are probably going to still be skeptical. I don't blame you guys, but
I don't blame you.
it is a reliable service. There has never been any issues. There's never been any major issue or even minor issues. And it's been around for a while.
When Beardson was doxing everyone?
We're going to get there. Just hit play.
There's not been any data breaches. There's not been any info leaks. There's not been anything like that. So it's got the features that I need. It's super easy to use. I've used it. I've actually used it before. I mean, I never said I did. But
Amsterdam in chat goes, Nick admitted he got a cut from big tech streams. That's why he tolerates big tech. But in Teddy's world, that never happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Teddy is going to try and pull the wool over your eyes.
Again.
It's crazy.
I mean, are you lying? The old Chag.
Where is the proof of
Are you
ownership?
lying now or are you lying then? Are you lying now
and
or are you lying then? Remember like the old Chag meme? Were you lying then or are you lying now? Are you lying then or are you lying now?
He's lying every time.
Every thing you say is a lie.
Used it before. And yeah, so it works. It's got all the features that I need. And
now you make no money. Great. Like everyone.
What use is a payment processor if there's no payments to process? That's what I don't get.
Oh shit. Is this VHS?
You know.
Yeah. Okay, VHS. Right, here we go.
I mean, some people are probably going to still be skeptical.
Let me just drag this up so you can all see what VHS did. It's pretty fucking jokes. To put the power chat live thing there.
I don't blame you guys, but it is a reliable service. There has never been any issues. There's never been any major issue or even minor issues. And it's been around for a while. There's not been any data breach.
University. I hope that's not the same guy. Well, I'll just be careful, Joseph.
This is him doxing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's probably not a good idea. There's all kind of data saved on your ass right here. And your name is the least of your worries. It's got your ID and everything. IP number and everything else. So, and I think if you got the balls, come up and do with them, bitch. Yeah, big mistake is what it was. To have your payment method, it hits in Southern California, actually. Several times. I don't know if that's the same person.
I didn't know this. There's locations?
Yeah, they've added all this stuff now.
Why?
Because they need to collect as much blackmail as they can on their financial support.
That's fucking weird. Your location?
Nah, but
I didn't even know.
And I didn't, you know, I don't keep up with any of it. I just like hear like Ralph's like doxing people and leaking addresses and stuff. And I'm very anti-doxing. Like I am, always have been, always will be. And I'm like, man, what the f, dude? Like, what the f is Ralph doing? You can hate on me all you want, but I'm actually very popular with the ladies, and you can cope and seethe. And thanks for the. You know what? Since you only sent $1, hey, thanks for the $1. You, yeah, I'm doxing you. I don't give a shit. F you.
Oh. He's so against doxing.
Wow.
Mind you, Teddy was raising a moral outrage about name doxing all last week when his name was already out there. But these donators, innocent donators, who literally, Beardson doesn't have to read their dono. You know, he can just collect the dollar. Nothing in the world is making him fucking read it. He doesn't have to have TTS on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Beardson's just doxing innocent fucking donors. Teddy's just down with it now. Oh, don't worry, guys. Oh, it's all fucking fine. It's all safe. It's just, you know, Beardson and Ralph dox fucking people all the time with it. What a fucking moron. Good job, Teddy.
The $1.
And, you know, I mean, some people are probably going to still be skeptical. I don't blame you guys.
Donald! And there's his last name. Only in last warning, bro. Stop fucking around with my money. 3 more failed transactions tonight. After a false charge back this morning. I'm putting your shit on blast. Stay the fuck away from me and my show. A Kelly, last name censored, is apparently associated with it as well. Stay the fuck away from my show or sending me anything.
Why are their first and last names in it?
Because he's doxing them to punish them.
No, but I'm saying, like, on Dono Chat, all you get is, like, a PayPal email, maybe. Maybe. I don't even know.
No, you don't get
shit. You get nothing. You get zero.
You don't get shit.
All you get is Lil Debbie, for example, the minute they fucking did. And that's it. That's actually it. I don't know why a first and last name is in there. Does any other service have a first last name? All I know is Streamlabs doesn't have a first and last name. I use that. Stream Elements only had emails.
Here's one thing that's interesting, right?
Okay,
so they allegedly use Stripe, but my question is, like, aren't all the Groypers banned from Stripe? So I don't really know how this works, but like if you look at this clip, you can clearly see there's some fucking issues.
I don't know how look, Stream Elements. We got only emails from Stream Elements.
Yeah.
Buy Me Coffee, you got, I think, the person's email that they used to sign up for Buy Me a Coffee.
But I mean, listen, I recommend that anybody, if they are going to donate, use privacy.com.
Yeah. If you don't want like anything, especially, I don't know any service in the fucking world. Can someone tell me in chat? Is there any dono service that you know of that requires you to have your first and last name? Because I don't think they are entering their first and last name. So that would mean whatever credit card they're using is literally being shown with like the XXX.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ralph said he has your payment details.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Guys, that's fucking sketch. That is fucking sketch, bro. Okay. Like, that's kind of
But Teddy
insane.
wonders why people are mad at him. Why are people upset with Teddy Feaser?
Is there any service that you know that shows the credit card in the world?
But it is a reliable service. There has never been any issues. There's never been any major issue or even minor issues.
Nice job, VHS. Everyone, just give a round of applause for VHS. Power Chat Docs Live. I didn't know locations were shown or first last names. That's crazy to me.
So Andrew comes in with like the fairest possible take. Andrew is a pretty reasonable guy. Sometimes I think he's too reasonable.
Yeah.
And too fair in a lot of instances, if that can even be such a thing. But here he is with a very fair take. You know, Teddy's talking about, this is about Teddy's statement we just watched. He goes, this is absolutely unequivocally false. Either way, true or untrue, it means if our RPG was lying out of political expediency either then or lying now. There's no way out of that. I'm not going to get in on the pile-on of this guy, and I've been one of his staunchest supporters, but this is pure unadulterated fees. Yeah, the A-logs constructed bullshit narratives and trolls, but we all knew what they were doing, though. This total 180 is about one thing: money. Same with the Ultros fiasco, sleazy feezy.
He's like, I'm not going to get into the pile on sleazy feezy.
But he's not really piling on.
No, he's not.
Like, he's not.
That is the fair. Actually,
I mean,
that's
his, like, I think, one and only statement on the situation.
Wow. And generous Andrew Wilson there. What a good guy. Yeah, man, it's so. And by the way, Andrew asked him to come on Dono Chat.
Yes, and he turned it down. I don't understand why he would sooner have Nick make money.
The amount of security on Dono Chat is fucking insane. Like, that's why we use it. It's fucking amazing. All right, anyway. Okay, Andrew Wilson responds. Okay,
I'll join the party, right? So.
Oh, here he goes. Now he's going to burn the
burn
bridge.
it down.
This is the thing, is like Andrew would be probably willing to forgive Ted and bring him on still. But he's going to just burn this bridge. But why? It's for no good reason. The moment there's like one thing slightly critical of Ted, he goes nuclear against you, goes apeshit. Let's watch.
Can I just read one thing real fast?
Yeah.
Doug M for $50. Now, I'm not going to read, I don't know if he's f***ing with us, but thank you, Doug M, for $50. He goes, I've had enough of Doug M. His real name is, and I guess he put his actual name. I'm against doxing, but this has gone too far, dude. Don't donate more, you cheap bastard. He's f***ing framing us. That is the real Doug M. I think it is, but I'm not going to say the name just in case, even if you're f***ing with us, Doug M. Or hit like.
Absolutely, unequivocally false. Now, what is false? I don't even know. I don't even know, and I really don't even care to find out. Clearly, he's just in disagreement with me and my decision to use Power Chat. Despite
no, to lie, to be a liar.
But what's wrong with disagreeing with your decision and saying it's?
Yeah, you know what? Great point.
the
Simple.
fact that
Very simple. Keep it simple, right?
Other payment options people can
Holy.
use. You can use Coffee if you don't like Power Chat. You could donate cryptocurrency. You can purchase a sub on Kick. That's basically a way of, it's
So
like a
then
$5
why do you
super
need
chat,
to use
essentially.
Power Chat if you have those other options available?
Yeah.
Why are you using Power Chat?
When it shows first and last names and locations. That's insanity.
So there are other methods.
And
Hopefully
payment
Kick will have
details.
built-in super chats soon.
Is
But
that
anyway,
illegal?
he says, either way, true or untrue.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal or something. It has to be.
But anyway, he says, either way, true or untrue, it means RPG was lying for political expediency. Oh, that's certainly never happened before. Either then.
Well, does
or
it make
he's
it
lying.
right? So what's the difference between you and all the other lying politicians? What the fuck, RPG? At least you have to at least pretend. This is like when Sargon, his big brain political move was to say, yeah, I mean, at least I admit that when I'm lying. Of course, all politicians lie. Why say that? It's so dumb. Like Galaxy Brain, Sargon, big brain, admits that he lies, and it's okay because all politicians lie. Like, that's Feaser's lie. What is he thinking?
That is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Way out of that. I'm not going to get in on the pile-on of this guy. Well, you're literally doing that right now. And I've been one of his staunchest supporters, but this is pure, unadulterated fees. Oh, there you go. He's doing the meme now. Hey, he's doing the meme now, so he's one of the cool kids. He's one of the cool guys.
Yeah,
hey, he did the
Yes,
meme.
yes.
He did the meme. There you go.
Yes.
Gay
Here,
logs
why are
are going
you
to love that, man.
seething?
Good stuff. Good stuff. He did the
Seething.
fees
Gay
meme.
logs.
Very, very cool. Very cool. I got to say, it's really been great to have
Seethe.
all my friends by my side throughout this.
Well, why do you think
the
they
A-Logs
left?
constructed BS narratives and trolls. We all
Okay, if you're
Like the seethe
If
about your
109
friends
of
not
your
being
friends-
by your side.
if 109 of your friends stop being your friend.
Whose fault is it? Really?
knew what they were, though. Really? Really? Because that's not what I'm saying. This total 180 is about one thing: money.
And I
Same
say
with
that
the
because
ultra-
he's always shitting on Jewish people all the time.
Oh yeah.
He that's what he would say. And now he can't even like reflect at all.
No, never.
And by the way, one of our the coolest people who watch our show is Gabe Hoffman. RPG never even watched our show because he didn't know what feltoning meant.
No, I know. He didn't know what felton meant.
Gabe Hoffman can write the fucking definition of felton
By the way,
in the
Ethan
dictionary.
Walf.
All right, what do we have here?
Okay, so Josh played the Mad at the Internet, Feaser and Imagine, and he laughed at him. And the guy linked it to him and said, oh, rewind it 10 minutes. And RPG there is immediately seething. Thanks, but I think I'll pass. He doesn't know the lore. It's just going to piss me off. Josh Moon doesn't know the lore as well as RPG, allegedly. This is what we're supposed to believe in Teddy's mind. He's the lore wizard that knows better than Josh. Now, to be fair, you know, Josh, as a lot of people do, including me, have gaps in the lore on certain things, and Josh has people that try and fill him in, and sometimes he's wrong. But I would bet that Josh's knowledge of the internet and things that are going on is about 1,000 times greater than Teddy's knowledge of the lore. Okay? So anyway, let's go to the next slide
He
here.
doesn't
He's
know the
immediately
Lord.
seething. But guys, he definitely didn't flag it down. Here he goes. You know, RPG goes, how's his analysis and what's his take? Very out of the loop. He gets his lore from Kiwi Farms, so you can predict what he's saying. Well, he's the owner of Kiwi Farms. Josh Moon never knows all the facts, so don't be surprised if his take is misinformed. And RPG goes, oh God, I'm then, LOL. So if you're because of Josh's take of laughing at Imagine, what do? Well, you flag it down. I mean, we have him seething behind the scenes. And then here we go. Now it's gay logs are now claiming I flagged Josh Moon's Mad at the Internet stream. I didn't even know Josh did a stream yesterday until around 1 a.m. You're lying. We have the proof in the previous message when all you had to do was rewind 10 minutes. 10 minutes from when it was live. You knew that it happened. But you lie and say you didn't know until 1 a.m. But he's not covering up shit, anybody. He definitely didn't flag Josh's shit. When someone came into chat to ask me if I had seen it, vid attached for context, The liars that lie about everything are once again lying. Big surprise, I know. Exactly, RPG. You, the liar that lies about everything, are once again lying and have been caught in the lie. Wow. Fucking amazing, Teddy.
Holy shit, dude. And here we go.
Now, okay, so after Josh is mad at the internet, gets flagged down, what happens? Because people on Kiwi saw the proof that Teddy was seething about it. He said he lied about not knowing to cover his tracks. So what happens? Some guy in a red vehicle shows up to some random house. RPG says it's not even his house, but says that he's at Feaser's house. What do I immediately do? I say these IRL escalations are pure spurgery and disavowed by me. We all do stupid internet shows, and that's where this should end. That being said, it's the inevitable result of Feaser and Ralph escalating things beyond the pale. Badla Jim's driveway, everyone, I guess.
I quote-tweeted it, by the way, and I said the same thing. I was like, this is... Stop it, everyone. We've always been against this.
When you flag down Josh Moon's show, though, what do you think is going to happen? I said, it's like if you go into the hood and spit on a crip. Do you not think you're going to get shot? You go flag down Josh's show. You look guilty as I mean, it's probably you. We don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure yet.
But you're lying about when you knew about the show. You know, you're lying. You're caught lying. So, I don't know, bro. It just looks really bad, and you've been flagging everybody all week. So, what did you think was going to happen, realistically, is my take. But I disavow it, of course.
100%.
I've been consistent on that. I don't really think people should be doing that. It's to be honest.